I traded Roberto September 15th. It's Monday Asian session. And I'm sending out this video only because I wanted to alert members about when signals are not sent out. And it's something I haven't done before. I haven't, some days the signals are sent out, other days they're not. And when there's a high impact news event, usually I will not send out signals. It's just too unpredictable, especially out of uh, Britain, Germany, and the United States, because those are the largest economies. So there's a release at 4:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, September 16th, and if you are a member, you should have received the trading strategy. It went out a few hours ago. I just wanted to take some time to, in this video, just to recap the trading strategy for Monday. Remember we discussed the sell-off from the previous week and the retracement on Monday, and it's very simple knowing that the market took a clear direction on Aussie Swiss, and what typically happens is the market retraces on Monday. Okay. But we have to make sure we qualify a trade. You just don't want to take any trade simply because the market had been in a downtrend or an uptrend the previous week. You have to qualify that trade, and usually it happens around the Asian session, and that is part of the Pros Trader Series workshop that I will be recording this week. So if you haven't signed up, please do so. The information is right there at fx/northwest.com. Just go to the website and sign up for under the Forex page. There's several pages. There's a binary page, a Forex page, and just go to the Forex page, and at $79 a month, just sign up for that. It's a Pro Trader Series. You'll receive daily signals, and you'll also this whole course that I will be recording live for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so let me just recap on the trades. I forgot there was another trade that I also took, which was the pound Canadian dollar, and that was this. Just need to highlight it. Here was the Thursday, Friday market rallied on Thursday, Friday, and here's Monday retracement. Market went down quite a bit, 126 pips overall. So that was another trade that was taken. So notice what's happening now. There's the retracement, market's finding support. The only problem with some of these trades is that we're in a downtrend currently on some of these pairs, simply because a fractal or a swing point has been broken. So currently we're in a downtrend. We're in an uptrend on a higher time frame, but until price can manage to either, let's say, break a trend line, or if it creates another swing point in the next 24 hours or maybe 12 hours, then we're good to go. But we have news coming out of the UK, so this pound Canadian dollar would not be a good trade to take until the news is released. The other trade was Aussie dollar. Notice the market was in a downtrend, retraced, found resistance, and now it's just consolidating for the next move. The bias is to the downside. Now, all it needs to do is break this swing low, and this is part of the course that I will be going over. This is part the strategies, the information that you will gain on this course, is knowing when to get back into the market. Now, this swing point here needs to be broken. We need a candle to close below the swing point in order to take a trade in the direction of the trend and resume the trend, the downward trend. Until then, we can't take a trade because we don't know if the market's going to break this swing point. Sorry, that was the wrong one. Just get this out of the way. we don't know if this swing point here, and swing points I will go in detail in the course. This is a swing point, this is a swing point. The market needs to break above the swing point or below the swing point. And it just needs to break at 1 pip. It doesn't need to close below. Once that swing point is broken, then that market is telling us that we're continuing on a downtrend. If it breaks the swing point, this probably means that we're going to have a deeper retracement. Excuse me. Okay. USD Canadian dollar. Last week's Friday's uptrend. Monday's retracement is finding support, but then again, we're in a downtrend on the 1 hour chart, and we need confirmation that the market is going to continue to go north. Pound dollar has been consolidating for the past few days, and anticipation of that news event, the CPI, that's coming out tomorrow. So a breakout would be nice. If we have a candle that closes above this consolidation area, then we'll take a trade going north. On the other hand, if it breaks below the support, then we will be selling. Euro USD. Here's the uptrend on Friday. Market found support and looks like it may recover and turn north, but the UK CPI also affects the euro dollar, so we're going to wait and see, and for the European session, and just see if it can break above this trend line or below the support. New Zealand dollar, the same thing. The market was in a downtrend. There's a retracement. We don't know if or when this retracement is finished, and the market will resume its trend to the downside, or if it's going to break these swing points and head north. Okay, we don't know yet. So we'll wait for the European session, or maybe the market will take off in a few hours during the Asian session, but I wouldn't hold my breath. This market's just been flat for the past few hours. Euro yen, the same thing. Market's in an uptrend. There's a retracement, but it's finding this swing point right here needs to be broken for the market to continue to head north. Okay, there's a swing point. So price needs to close above this area, or actually not even close, just go above this swing point, and that should resume the uptrend, and this being the stop loss, the support level. Okay. So as many of you know, that support becomes resistance, and resistance becomes support. So here's a resistance that was broken, and market came back down to the resistance that was the support, continued up, came back down to the same support level that used to be resistance from here. So this would be, if you're going to buy euro yen, then you would buy and put your stop loss 10 pips below the stop loss. Euro yen, I had sent out a trade signal last week that we're looking for euro yen to either target 108, and if it does hit 108, then we're going to be looking for 110. So let's see if it can manage to break away from this consolidation level. And if it breaks above 107.35, we're looking for a candle to close above this level. Then we should take this trade heading north. And then we're going to target 108. Would be the first target up here. And then 110. And Aussie Swiss, the rundown, there's a retracement. We're in an uptrend on the 1 hour chart. So we don't know if this is going to continue to sell off like it did last week. Then it needs to break this swing point or this trend line. Just some large candles to the downside would give us an indication that the market is finished retracing and it's ready to resume its trend. And the last one is Euro Aussie. The same thing. I drew this line, which is the swing point. Just make this a little bit bigger. There's the last week's uptrend, there's Monday's retracement, and then we're looking at the market consolidating and hopefully can break above this swing point, and then that'll give us a green light to buy the euro dollar, euro Aussie. As far as targets, I will go over this in the traders workshop. And here's a clue, throwing up a Fibonacci tool. And I use extensions for targets. So we're going to go over that on the course as well. But generally speaking, we target projected ranges. So if you look at Friday's run up, let me see, Friday it went up 148 pips. Thursday the market went up 208 pips. So anywhere from 140 to 200 pips is the projected range on this pair. So if this currency decides to resume its trend going north and breaks the swing point up here, then your target would be about 140, 200 pips. Okay. That's it for this tutorial. Please sign up for our course. You'll have so much information to add to your arsenal. You'll be trading and making money hand over fist. This is Roberto, and have a good week trading. Thanks for watching.